Hello and welcome to my sewing adventures. Today I'll be making a plaid skirt. This isn't a detailed tutorial of how to make a skirt, but just glimpses of my process of how I make it. I start by cutting the main body of the skirt, pockets and waist. When making a pleated skirt, it's important not to forget to mark the notches, so it will make the sewing process easier. After cutting, I like to tidy up my cutting table, since I find that having a neat workspace is most important. Next, I'm stitching the pockets in place. Now that the pockets are in place, I'll be making the pleats of the skirt. I'll secure them with a long stitch so it will be easier to sew the waist later on. Next, I need to sew the back pieces together. I'm leaving a space to place the zipper once I'm finished. I'm ironing the seams so I can comfortably place the zipper. Before that, I'm covering the raw edges with bias tape so it will have a nicer finish. Placing a zipper is always a complicated task for me. I'm sure there's a simpler method, but I always end up using this one. Once the zipper is in place, I sew back and front together using a French seam. Since I learned how to make French seams, I never went back to using an overlocker. Now I'm ironing the seams and cutting the excess fabric so it will make a neater seam. Now I'm preparing the waist. I fold it in half and place a piece of interfacing on one part of the waist. I then iron it to secure. I'm sorry I didn't film the whole process of sewing the waist, but I find this one of the most complicated parts of sewing a skirt or trousers. This is how it looks like, all pinned into place. Now I hand stitch the waist into place. It's not very time saving and it makes me feel more secure. The skirt is almost finished. I'm sewing the hem, but first I'm covering the raw edge with bias tape. I always like finishing the hem with bias tape or some kind of trim, since it makes it look neater. Now it's time to hand sew the hem. I'm very fond of this part of the process. I find hand sewing very relaxing, and there's nothing like sewing on a sunny Sunday morning. After deciding which button to use, I go on to make the buttonhole and sew the button into place. So the skirt is finished. I'll sew the label into place and iron. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time.